It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja bichuela y cuando le no viene ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quien te
no critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, que la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de...
Oh, good morning. How's everyone doing on this 7:10 a.m. Wakey Wakey morning show, guys? It is. Let me see. We got good audio output. There we go. Got to make sure we're all good. All right. We got testing 1 2. All right. We got a good morning. Imagine a bunch of beerless, shirtless Gus doing that for the mod squad. How you guys? How you guys doing? It is Movie Monday here on the 7:10 a.m. morning show, guys. Welcome. How was everyone's weekend this morning? Mine was pretty good. Busy, man. I cannot wait till this Halloween effing season is over. Oh, I cannot wait, guys. I'm just so tired. I'm so irritated with just work, more work. But it's coming to an end, and I am happy, guys. We got a good show this morning, guys. We got a great show this morning. I do want to get into something. You know what? Let's get into roll call first, and then we'll get into that. All right, guys, good morning. Hopefully everyone's in here. Everyone's wakey. Got your coffee, got your cannabis, got your wake and bake going, guys, because we're going to get into a roll call this morning.
Call for the gangsters at 7:10 a.m. Rise and shine, it's time to slam, break the mold. Rebel from the north, gangsters unite, let's raise a storm.
right, guys. Danksters assemble. That is right. We got. If I can get over here. We got roll call in the house, guys. All right, this morning, who do we got up in here? We got Chantel. Good morning. How cold is it in Kingman this morning? I bet you it's chilly up there. I bet you it's chilly. We got Rosie Key. Good morning. Good morning. We got Nancy in the house. Good morning, Nancy. The freshly engaged Nancy. That's right. Congratulations, Nancy and Matt Workman. Awesome. Awesome. Engaged. Awesome. We got Mojave Martian in the house. Guys, watch out. He's going to get you. He's got that probe. He's going to stick it. He's going to give you a good old thumbing. That's right. Teresa Deller, good morning. How are you, you lucky lady living life in the beautiful Needles, California? How are you, Teresa Deller? Honey Nut Heroine, how are you? Another one living life in the big city. Supernova Mike, how you doing this morning? Lonnie, good morning. Good morning. Holly. Good morning, Harley. Happy birthday. How does 22 feel on you this morning? Oh, man. Good morning. 56 degrees, but now it's 54. That's not good. It's not good when it's freaking dropping temperature as you're talking. Oh, man. I have not. I turned off all the fans yesterday. Yeah, it's getting cold, man. The weather is starting to switch up. All right, guys, I do want to get a big shout out to all the Danksters out there. Good morning, guys. I appreciate you. I do want to get into one thing before we get started, guys. We have a loss today. I don't know if you guys have heard, Suzanne Summers passed away yesterday. Big bucket of wind, man. She had a great long life. She passed away tragically of breast cancer. Had a horrible fight with it. But we're going to get into it, guys. We're going to look at her life. We're going to look at what she left, her legacy. And we're going to give a big moment of silence for Suzanne Summers, guys. She's the sheriff. That's right. Let's get into this, guys.
Good morning, Danksters. We have a sad one today. How many of us have stopped to ponder the sheer magnitude of Suzanne Summers' impact on Hollywood and on women all over the globe? Well, buckle up, because today we're taking a journey through the extraordinary life of this remarkable woman. Born Suzanne Marie Mahoney in 1946 in the sunny state of California, Suzanne Summers grew up with a challenging childhood. Despite the odds, she maintained an unyielding spirit, a trait that would serve her well in her future endeavors. She made her acting debut in the late 1960s, but it was her role in Three's Company that catapulted her to fame. Her character, Chrissy Snow, was more than just a blonde bombshell. She was a symbol of independence, and her vivacious, unabashed personality resonated with audiences everywhere. However, despite her soaring popularity, Suzanne faced a battle of her own when she asked for a raise during the show's run. She was phased out and eventually fired from the show, a move that sparked controversy and highlighted the gender pay gap in Hollywood. Yet Suzanne didn't let this setback define her. Instead, she used this as an opportunity to reinvent herself. She became a talk show host, an entrepreneur, and an author, penning numerous books on various topics. Suzanne was more than just an actress. She was a force to be reckoned with, breaking barriers and challenging norms in an industry known for its rigidity. Suzanne's battle with breast cancer began over 2 decades ago. Not one to shy away from controversy, she faced criticism for her alternative approach to cancer treatment. But Suzanne stood her ground, embodying the same spirit that had propelled her career. This tenacity, this unwavering courage, marked Suzanne's life until the very end. She passed away at the age of 76, but not before leaving an indelible mark on Hollywood and on the lives of countless women around the world. In summary, Suzanne Summers was more than just a Hollywood starlet. She was a trailblazer, a woman who refused to be boxed in by societal norms. She challenged the status quo, stood up for what she believed in, and paved the way for future generations of women in Hollywood. Whether it was through her acting, her entrepreneurial ventures, or her battle with cancer, Suzanne Summers taught us the value of resilience, the importance of standing up for oneself, and the power of a woman who refuses to be silenced. So as we remember Suzanne Summers, let us not only remember her as Chrissy Snow from Three's Company or as a successful entrepreneur. Let us remember her as a woman who dared to challenge the norms, who stood up for equal pay, who fought cancer on her own terms, and who, through it all, inspired countless women around the world. Suzanne Summers, you will be missed, but your legacy will live on.
All right. Oh man, sad, but big bucket of win, man. Yeah, if you guys don't know, she was in Three's Company, and there was when she got recast, there was a lot of controversy about that. She wanted more money. She felt like she was the comedic force on that show, and she wanted more money, and they denied her, and she walked, which was huge at the time, huge for women, huge for Hollywood, and she never really bounced back as big as she could have been from that. But I mean, man, she made the most of it. What is it, Ab Master, or what was that called? The things she did. Forget what it was called. The Thigh Master. There you go, the Thigh Master. She wrote books. She's the sheriff. Man, um, yeah, that was a big bucket of win for her life. She broke the mold. She, paved the way for a lot of actresses today, guys. So big shout out, Suzanne Summers. You will be missed. Big bucket of win. Big bucket of win for her life, guys. All right, let's get into something I like to call a little today in history, guys. You know what? If we don't know about the history, we're doomed to repeat it. So let's get into this.
Today in history, a journey through time where legends are born and secrets intertwine. Join us at 7:10 a.m. for all to see as we unravel the histories from our history.
All right, guys, it is time for Today in History, a journey through time. All right, let's get into this, guys. Let's start off with birthdays today, guys. Let's start off with Today in History birthdays. We got, your body is a wonderland. We got John Mayer, American singer, songwriter, and guitarist who accidentally left the N-bomb slip one time. Uh, he thought he had a free pass, is what he said he had. He thought he was cool, and he wasn't. So John Mayer, your body is a wonderland. That's not how it sounds whatsoever. But yeah, so he was born today in 1977. Andrei Chikalato, Soviet serial killer, was born today. Serial killer. 1925, Angela Lansbury, guys. Oh, Angela Lansbury was born in 1925. In 1908, Enver Hoxha, Prime Minister of Albania, was born. And then you got Michael Collins, Irish statesman. And then don't forget everyone's favorite German writer, Gunter Grass, was born on this day in Poland, guys. He was 87 years old. Good old Gunter Grass. What's your favorite Gunter Grass book, guys? Blow up those comments. In 1793, a big event happened, guys. Marie Antoinette was guillotined today. After the French Revolution began, Marie Antoinette, Queen Consort of Louis the 9th, 10th, 11th, something, was targeted by not alligators, but agitators who, enraged by her extravagance, attempted to save the monarchy, ultimately guillotined her on this day in 1793. Off with her head, guys. Whoa. Straight took her head. In 2003, Hungarian boxer Laszlo Papp, who was the first three-time Olympic boxing champion, winning gold medals in 48, 52, and 56, died at age 77. 78, Karl Joseph Wojtyła of Poland was elected Pope. Pope John Paul, is that what that is? He assumed the name John Paul II and was the first non-Italian pontiff in 455 years. Wow. During the awards of the ceremony of the 200-meter race at the Mexico City Olympics, American sprinters Tommy Smith and John Carlos gave a Black Power salute, for which later ordered them to leave the games. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember this. They put their fists up in the air doing the Black Panther thing. This was in '68. Very controversial at the time. I guess it would be what is equivalent to the kneeling, right? When they kneeled during the national anthem. In 1964, China, eager to join the nuclear race, successfully detonated its first atomic bomb. That was in '64. In 1946, 10 of the 12 defendants sentenced to death at the Nuremberg trials, including Joseph von Ribbentrop and Ernest Katzenberger, were executed. Oh, those crazy kids. In 1916, Margaret Sanger, an activist for women reproductive rights, opened the first birth control clinic in the United States in Brooklyn, New York. In 1888, American dramatist Eugene O'Neill, winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature, was born in 1936. The Cardiff giant. We've talked about this. The fake giant. The guy claimed he found on his farm. You guys remember this? Was discovered in New York State. Originally thought to be a petrified prehistoric man, it was later revealed to be a hoax, a big hoax. John Brown, a militant abolitionist, made his legendary raid in the U.S. arsenal at the Harpers Fair. That was in 1859. No, nothing about that. 1847, novelist Charlotte Brontë, under the pseudonym Curry Bell, published Jane Eyre, which became a classic noted for giving new truthfulness to the Victorian era. Man, a lot of old school stuff going on today in history, guys. William Thomas Green Morton first demonstrate the use of either general anesthetic before gathering physicians at the Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston. Thank God. Thank you, William Green Morton. And before they would just cut into you, no anesthesia. Now at least he had an anesthesia on that one. 1813, guys, my buddy Napoleon led his troops against Allied forces in Austrian, Persia, Russia, and Sweden troops during the Battle of Litzburg. And then American lexicographer Noah Webster, who was instrumental in giving American English dignity and validity on its own, was born. I don't know what that guy did. 1813, Napoleon. And then 1793 was Marie Antoinette. So I wonder, did Napoleon have anything to do with Marie Antoinette's death? Because the Napoleon shoot the pyramids. I don't know what that means. Did Napoleon kill Marie Antoinette? I wonder if he had anything to do with it. Oh, there we go. First thing that pops up. Marie Antoinette, she was convicted 2 days later by the revolutionary. He might not have had anything to do with her death. He might have rose to power afterwards. She was a kid too, man. She was little. Like, she didn't know no better. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything really connected to Napoleon and Marie Antoinette. I know you guys were all worried about that, but nope. All right, guys, that was your Today in History. There you go. There you go. She was born 10/16/1946. Who was born then? All right, guys. Boom. Hey, Eric, how's it going? How's it going? Man, we got a lot of people up in here, guys. All right. Before we get into our meat and potatoes, guys, we're playing a new game today. We are playing a little game we just came up with called All right, guys. Called Hollywood Hoax or Real Deal. This is where I'm going to read you different stories of things that happened in Hollywood. And you're going to have to guess if it was real or if it was a hoax. We're talking like famous directors. We're talking behind the movie scene. So these are different things that happen in Hollywood. And you guys will get to decide, is it real or is it a hoax? I did. Hey, Eric? Where did you send it to? Did you send it to info at Rebel Films or Brian at Rebel Films? Because I'm having trouble with the Rebel Films email. If you sent it to there, I probably didn't get it. I'm working on that today to try to get that back. It's on my list. On my list of things to do today, guys. But first, before we get into that, guys, with it being Movie Monday, I wanted to get into some horror movie stuff. It's October. We're getting crazy, guys. It's getting closer to Halloween. So we're going to get into some creepy movie stuff. Stay out of give funded hospitals. Yes. Info. Yeah. I will let you know. I'm going to try to get into it today. I'm having trouble accessing that email for some reason. All right, guys. So I wanted to get into some horror movie stuff, and not just like the top 5 horror movies you love or things like that. I want to get it different. I want to make things more fun. So we're going to look at the top 5 horror movie, I guess, things that are at like the top 10 things top 5 things that they tend to do during horror movies that can irritate you, like the killer not being killed, those type of things, guys. So we're going to get into it. We got our gal, Aurora Hayes, in the house this morning, guys, and she's going to give us our Monday movie madness. Let's get into it, guys.
In the 1940s when the jazz was fine, we had our mind set on a golden high. With Aurora Hayes we danced through the haze, imagined adventures that would forever amaze. Oh, Aurora Hayes, light up our days, spark those cannabis dreams in a magical ways. With every puff our spirits would rise to limitless heights under starry skies. Oh, Aurora Hayes, light up our days.
Greetings, Danksters. It's your gal, Aurora Hayes from thedailydank.com here, your guide to all things fun, freaky, and fantastical. Let me take you back to one wild night, and I mean a wild night, oh yes. Friends and I had a horror movie marathon that turned into an adventure straight out of a screenplay. Picture this. A bunch of us huddled together, popcorn flying, screams echoing off walls, and then suddenly, the power goes out. Absolute darkness, and I mean dead dark. The perfect setting for a horror scene. Did we scream? No, well, okay, a little. But we burst into laughter, and each of us, taking turns acting out our favorite horror movie cliches, from the unkillable antagonist to the classic "I'll be right back" line. It was a night of horror, hilarity, and a whole lot of popcorn fights, and only the best bud from THC needles. Now that I've shared my spooky tale, let's dive into the world of horror movie cliches. But before that, a quick shout out to our sponsor, the Healing Center of Needles at 1400 Needles Highway. It's anything but cliche. Stay tuned, you're in for some spine-chilling fun. First up on our list, the unkillable antagonist, a horror movie staple. It's the villain who just won't quit, despite being shot, stabbed, or set on fire. We've seen it time and again in franchises like Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th. It's as if they're playing a gruesome game of whack-a-mole. No matter how many times they're knocked down, they pop right back up, ready for the sequel. So next time you're watching a horror movie, don't be surprised if the bad guy doesn't stay down. Next on our list, the infamous "I'll be right back" line, a classic cliche that's as predictable as it is hilarious. You know the drill, a character in a slasher flick wanders off alone, usually into a dark, creepy place, and utters those fateful words, "I'll be right back." But guess what? Spoiler alert, they never do. It's as if the horror movie universe has a law against successful solo missions. Remember, Danksters, in a horror movie, if you say "I'll be right back," chances are you won't. Third on our list, the tried and true car that won't start cliche. We've all seen this one, right? The characters are desperate to escape, but oh no, the car keys seem to have developed stage fright. It's a classic move, adding an extra layer of suspense and desperation to the scene. It's almost as if the car is in cahoots with the monster, So Danksters, always remember to check your car battery before heading to a haunted house. Before we reveal our final 2 cliches, let's take a moment to thank our sponsor, the Healing Center of Needles. Tucked away on Needles Highway, this center is a sanctuary for those seeking high-quality natural healing. Their passion for holistic wellness is evident in their extensive range of products, from wax and vapes to the wall of flower to therapeutic drinks and edibles. The Healing Center of Needles truly believes in the power of nature to soothe, heal, and uplift. Now let's get back to our list of horror movie cliches. 4th on our list, the unreliable cell phone. You know how it goes. Just when our terrified protagonist needs to call for help, their cell phone suddenly loses signal. Or worse, the battery dies. It's as if these devices have a mind of their own, choosing the worst possible moment to fail. And let's not forget the classic no-service scene in every remote location. So, Danksters, make sure to carry a charger or a power bank when you're planning to visit a spooky location. And finally, the surprise twist ending. This is where the horror story takes an unexpected turn, leaving us gasping in shock. The hero we thought was safe is suddenly in danger, or the villain isn't who we thought they were. It's a staple of the genre, a thrilling curveball that keeps us on the edge of our seats and coming back for more. So there you have it, Danksters, our top 5 horror movie cliches. Until next time, I am Aurora Hayes, and don't forget to check out thedailydank.com, and remember to stay high and just keep smoking, Danksters.
And just keep smoking, folks. That's right. Man, those were good. Top 5 cliches, guys. Yeah, the car starting and the cell phone. Those are the big ones. Even, remember that commercial? I think it was a Geico commercial where they're like, why don't we just get in the car that has the keys and running? No, that's a horrible idea. Let's go hide behind all those old bones. And the guy's like the killer's like looking at him like, really? This is what we're going to do? That's what that reminds me of. The old cliches, guys. There's a million of them, too. Jump scares. That's another good one. The cat that jumps out of nowhere. That's a great cliche. That happens a lot. You're walking through, meow, and everyone, oh, and it's usually set up right before the real monster shows up. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff, man. If you watch as many horror films as we do, guys, you notice all the little things. All right, speaking of all the little things, guys, we are going to get into a new game for Movie Monday. This is I don't even have music or nothing for this game, guys. This game is called Real or Hoax. We're going to cover some Hollywood stories, some insider stories, and you guys will get to decide if it's real deal Holyfield or if it's faker pumpkin maker. That's right. Speaking of movies, catch our new movie show. Yeah, guys, check out the Mod Squad over there, guys. They got new movie show. I believe Back to Retro probably dropped his movie review today. It is Monday after all. Make sure you check it out, their movie show. Check out all their stuff, guys. Hey, man, happy birthday to Harley. You guys didn't check it out. They had a great live over there. They had an after party too. Who thought Felix could get down like that? Oh man, Felix at the after party. My life is never going to be the same again. Oh man, so happy birthday, Harley. 22. Man, wish I was 22 again. All right, guys, let's get into this. These are stories from Hollywood. Some of these are real, some of these are not. We are calling this what are we calling this? We're calling this Hollywood Hoax or Real Deal Holyfield. That's right. All right, guys, we got 10 stories here. Some are real, some are fake. Let's get into the first one. In the movie E.T., the extraterrestrial, guys. So we all love the movie E.T. We all know it. The mom of all moms is in this, who played Cujo's mom, or not actually Cujo's mom. You guys know what I'm saying. Man, Man, E.T., one of the greatest movies of all time. Who didn't go nuts for E.T. as a kid? Guess who's back? N-word. 99 and what? I'm oh, the lyrics. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, I swear I didn't let the N word slip. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Uh, Kevin is on our movie show. Nice, nice. I think everyone pissed their pants when Felix spoke Dr. Dre. That was good. That was good. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, so E.T. A lot of different stories to get this movie made, guys. All right, so in the movie E.T., the extraterrestrial, the voice of the alien was not provided by a 2-year-old child actor. Oh, was not provided by who wandered on the set. Oh, this well, fuck. They fucked the way the way they worded this fucked me up. All right, guys, true or false? The voice of the alien was provided by a 2-year-old child who wandered onto the set. Yeah, so that's the story. I already fucked this one up and told you guys the answer on this one. That is false. Yeah, that was too easy of one. That was too easy. I read it wrong, guys. I'm not giving you that one. I'm not giving you that one. All right, guys, let's get into this one. This is a good one. All right. In 1985, a famous director, Yorick Anderson, unknowingly used a real human skull as a prop in his 1985 Shakespearean play. And it was later discovered that the skull had been stolen from a cemetery, adding even an eerier twist to the production. So in the 1985 Shakespeare, a famous director, Yorick Anderson, unknowingly used a real human skull as a prop that was stolen from a cemetery. Is this real deal Holyfield or is this hoax in Hollywood, guys? Okay, for real now, let's do. Brian can read now. Let's do this. Okay, this is the real one. This is the real one, guys. So is this real or is this a folks, a hoax, guys? Let me know what you guys think. Did Yorick Anderson accidentally use a real human skull during the production of Shakespeare in 1985? Or is it just a made up Hollywood lore? You guys let me know. I'll give you about 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ba, ba, ba. This was the real deal Holyfield, guys. Yorick Anderson did accidentally use a human skull. That had been stolen from a cemetery, adding an eerie twist to the production, guys. Yeah, that's interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I can see that happening. I mean, they try to make them so realistic. I can see it kind of getting messed up. All right, guys. Movie Titanic, directed by James Cameron. Okay, so the claim here is, guys, during the filming of the Titanic, you guys know that James Cameron actually used like submarines and all this stuff, found the Titanic. That was his inspiration for the movie. So now the question is, guys, did James Cameron find a valuable diamond while he was down there, which inspired the story for Titanic, guys? Did he was the inspiration when they were down there and he found this diamond and then he came back up and he wrote the movie Titanic? Is this real or is this fake? All right. Who stole the skull and who had there been? Yeah, you know what? While we're getting into this one, let me look that up a little bit because that does seem like a real one. I want to see this one. I need more information about old Skull here. All right, yeah. First thing that pops up. Poor Yorick, the shocking life of the theater's greatest Skull. Um, it's been licked, it's been kissed, it's been caressed. It's played by a beige sweater and the real remains of Hamlet loving horse thief. As Andrew Scott gets ready to be or not to be, we explored the history of Yorick's cranium. Um, Hamlet lifting his skull is one of the most defining dramatic images of all time. Um, Robert Icky will come face to face not only with Yorick, but with the ghosts of thousands of actors over the last 4 centuries who have done the exact same thing. No other piece of stage business has burned itself so deeply into collective consciousness. All the greats have been there. Laurence Olivier, Bart Simpson even got into the act, giving it all its worth reflection. Um, the number of exotic props, a snake, a tree of golden apples, 2 lion heads. Let's see. Fiberglass replicas. It sounds like they're still using it. If I'm reading this correctly, it's a tradition that has continued to the present day. Um, yeah, it sounds like it's a tradition when you like do a Broadway play of Hamlet. It sounds like it gets passed through. Wow, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. All right, what were we talking about, guys? We were talking about Titanic. Did James Cameron find the diamond when he was down there discovering the Titanic that then led to him writing the movie Titanic? Let's see here. Let's see. We got some falses. True, the movie was lame. I want to hire that prop master. Some of the bones they use in Poltergeist were. I would not be surprised on that, Lonnie. All right, guys. So the James Cameron finding the diamond is a hoax, guys. He did go down there. He did see the Titanic, but the film did not use any underwater footage of the wreck, and there no doubt valuable diamond was discovered during the production. All right. Let's get into the next one, guys. Who remembers the classic movie, The Wizard of Oz, guys? Great, great movie. Tremendous movie, especially for its time. All right. All right. So, true or false? In the scene where the snow falls on the poppy fields, the snow was made from pure asbestos. Is this true or false? Did the Munchkins get lymphoma and have to get lawyers now because they were exposed to asbestos? I'm sorry, little people. The little people, guys. Did Dorothy have to contact an attorney because the snow was 100% asbestos? Yes, the guy hanging in the background. That's a crazy one. That's a crazy one. I've heard different rumors of that, but it's definitely there, man. It's definitely there. So Eric's saying it's true. Lonnie's saying it's false. Is the snow and the poppy fields of Wizard of Oz, was the snow made of 100% asbestos? True or false, guys? blow up those Hollywood Hoax or Real Deal Holyfield. We're going to get into it. I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is true, guys. The snow in The Wizard of Oz is 100% asbestos. That's right. It was before the good old days where you could get away with it. All right. Here's another one, guys. From one of my favorite movies, Jaws. Dun dun while filming the movie Jaws, the mechanical shark, known affectionately as Bruce by the crew, frequently malfunction, causing significant delays in production. Is this true or false? When they were filming the movie Jaws, did the shark Bruce, that was named after Steven Spielberg's lawyer, Bruce the shark, is this true or is this false, guys? Did the freaking shark give them a run for their money? I love, if you guys haven't seen the documentary about them, how they made Jaws and all the things they had to go through to get the movie finished, and they were being on Martha's Vineyard, or it was in Nantucket. I think it was Martha's Vineyard, and how they took it over and parties, and it was a good time, and it was a great documentary. They're called the Lollipop Guild. Oh man. So this is true, guys. This is that shark gave them all sorts of trouble. You get the mini version of the tram ride. Yeah, so funny story about the tram ride, guys. Funny story. I just recently was at Universal Studios not too long ago, and I decided I was going to do a video, and I was going to do 1,000 milligrams. And I freaking pound this 1,000 milligrams, and I faded out, guys. I faded out hard. I was on the freaking ride, on the tram. Jaws is jumping out of the water, and I'm, Jaws. I was so happy when you would go to the 3D rides where you put on the glasses, because then I could shut my eyes and no one would know I was sleeping. That's how tired and how whacked out I was, man. 1,000 milligram syrup. Woo! Yeah, that's a story for a different time. But yeah, I could see the shark giving them trouble. I was having trouble staying awake during that thing. Yeah, the elements definitely cause a lot of those problems. I think just water in general, that's something they had never really done before, doing that. So, all right, guys, speaking of poltergeist, we mentioned that earlier. In the movie Poltergeist, is this Hollywood Hoax or Real Deal Holyfield? Poltergeist, guys, the horror film, is famously associated with a curse due to multiple cast members experience strange and tragic events after its release, including deaths, and many believe the film is to be jinxed. Is this Real Deal Holyfield, or is this a hoax, guys? Hollywood Hoax. Did they make up these stories to sell more tickets at the box office? Or is there something supernatural about this movie that has caused actors and cast and crew to experience different stuff? You guys let me know. True or false? That's right. Poltergeist, man, what a great movie that was. The puppet, or the clown. Remember the clown, the stuffed clown scene in the boys' room? Oh, and the tree coming through and grabbing him. I remember seeing that as a kid, and being freaked out by it, and then going to a carnival, one of those ones that just roll in the town, and they have like the scary house, the walk through haunted maze or whatever, like the cheap ones. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I remember the one the one that would come to Bullhead, where I grew up, it was Poltergeist on it, and it had the tree grabbing the kid. And I don't know if that freaked me out more, or if it was the movie scene that freaked me out. But man, yeah, that poltergeist was something else, guys. Woo! And the freaking skeletons coming up out of the ground, man. That's like the Superman curse hoax. Yeah. All right, guys, I am gonna let you know. I'm gonna give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and it is true, guys. Very, very true. The poltergeist, I don't know. I mean, as far as like being cursed, I couldn't say for a fact, but cast members have died. True. The little girl, Carol Ann, died while filming this. Other cast members have been attacked. They've been their lives put in danger. They've had their lives upside down, and they all kind of blame this movie, The Poltergeist, guys. I don't know how true it is, but it's something. It's something, guys. All right. See what we got up next here. Sticking with the demons. Sticking with the demons, guys. All right. To capture a realistic reaction in the movie The Exorcist, the OG, director William Fredkin secretly fired a gun during the scene to startle the actors and invoke a genuine scream. It was real and unscripted reaction. Is this true? Is this real deal Holyfield? Or is this Hollywood hoax? You let me know. Did the director of the movie Exorcist fire a gun during one of the scenes just to get a reaction out of his actors? Is this Hollywood hoax? Or is this the real deal Holyfield? Not sure. I'd say fake. One of the stories is not of this movie, but Stanley Kubrick, and when he was doing was it Stanley Kubrick? They were doing The Shining, and how he basically harassed the woman. I can't think of her name now. Basically just harassed her and stalked her and got her, like, he would scare her every possible moment. So she was just this like mess of a woman on screen because he was tormenting her. She didn't make it too much further after that. She did a Popeye, and I don't know if she ever she ever did make a comeback, but directors have been known to go above and beyond to get the performances that they want. So I'm going to give it 10 more seconds, guys. Did director William Fredkin shoot a gun during the filming of The Exorcist to capture a realistic reaction during a scene to startle the actors and invoke a genuine scream? It was real and unscripted reaction. Is this real deal Holyfield, or is this Hollywood hoax, guys? You torment me like the one film. I'm going to punch you after. Shelley Duvall. There you go. Poor Shelley Duvall. All right, guys. This one for The Exorcist is real. The director fired a gun during the scene, and it got everyone going, and they just went for it, and it kind of they used the scene, so it did give him the edge on that, guys. It gave him the edge. All right. In The Shining, speaking of The Shining, guys, speaking of The Shining, the iconic "Here's Johnny" scene in The Shining was indeed improvised by Jack Nicholson. However, it took 3 days to film due to multiple takes and 60 doors being used to break through. So true or false? Hollywood hoax or real deal Holyfield? The "Here's Johnny" scene in The Shining was improvised by Jack Nicholson, but it took 3 days to film, and it took 60 doors being used to break through to get this iconic scene done. Hoax or real deal Holyfield? That's cruel to do that. Yeah, man, Shelley Duvall, like, you listen to some of her interviews, it really messed her up for a long time to come. But, when you're trying to get a performance, You know, you do pretty much anything, you know. So did Jack Nicholson take 3 days to film the Here's Johnny scene in The Shining and go through 60 doors to break through? Is that real deal Holyfield or Hollywood hoax, guys? True or false? Give you guys about 15 more seconds here. Hey, check out the dailydank.com, guys. We got a bunch of stuff over there. Check out the Mod Squad. Check out their show, guys. They got a movie show dropping. Make sure you're hitting that up, guys. And then don't forget Back to Retro Review. I'm sure he has a movie review up this morning, guys. Every Monday he throws one up. Great show. All right. So we got let's see, Supernova Mike is saying hoax. Eric is saying true. Let's go ahead and reveal it, guys. We got a real deal Holyfield. Jack Nicholson took 3 days and went through 60 doors to film the Here's Johnny scene, guys. Nice. All right, up next, guys, in the movie Jurassic Park, the distinctive screeching and sounds of a velociraptor is a modified recording of a tortoise mating call, creating an eerie and unexpected connection between the two creatures. Is this real deal Holyfield? Remember when Jack talked about when he used to hang out with the monkeys and do acid? The actress played the older sister in Poltergeist also died, though not during filming, a few months. Oh, wow. I didn't know that, Honey Not Heroine. So, Jurassic Park. The velociraptor noise. Is it the noise of a tortoise ready to mate? That's the tortoise face. That's the face they make when they mate. That's a weird one. We had a tortoise when I was a kid, and he would just move his head up and down when he was horny or defensive or whatever. So, guys, real deal Holyfield or Hollywood hoax? In the movie Jurassic Park, the distinct screeching sound of a velociraptor is a modified recording of a tortoise mating call, creating an eerie and unexpected connection between the two creatures. Real deal or Hollywood hoax, guys? All right. It is the real deal. That's right. They modified it and made it sound like that. Who knew? All right, last one, guys. Last one. Real deal Holyfield or Hollywood hoax? Alfred Hitchcock. Innovative approach for the music in Alfred Hitchcock's innovative approach for music in the movie Psycho involved having musicians play their instruments backwards, producing a chilling, unsettling effect that became the hallmark of the film. So in the movie Psycho, the music is iconic. Like there is no, the monkeys. I love the monkey. Hey, we're the monkeys. And people say we monkey around. We're too busy singing to put anybody down. That's right. So in the movie Psycho, guys, the music is iconic, whether it be the or whatever it may be. This music is iconic. And Alfred Hitchcock is known for being a guy who gets obsessed about certain things. So is this Hollywood hoax or is this real deal Holyfield, guys? Alfred Hitchcock became obsessed with the music in Psycho. So much so he had the artists play their instruments backwards, producing a chilling and unsettling effect that became a hallmark of the film. Is this real deal Holyfield or is this true deal Bill? But did you watch the TV show Alfred Hitchcock Presents? Of course. I watched it in reruns, but you guys know. Yeah, you got to do it. You got to watch Alfred Hitchcock, man. He's my favorite, one of my favorite directors of all time. Great, man, iconic Alfred Hitchcock. No, the monkeys. Oh, the Monkeys TV show? Oh, yeah. I love the Monkeys TV show, man. They were the best. You know, I'm thinking tomorrow, guys, we might do a might do on Paranormal and Conspiracy Theory Tuesday. I'm thinking, have you guys heard of the band called Badfinger, which is like was supposed to take over for the Beatles? Yeah, like weird. And they've kind of made them disappear. There's a whole conspiracy theory behind it. We're going to get into that probably tomorrow, guys. So, Alfred Hitchcock, speaking of crazy, speaking of craziness, Alfred Hitchcock, my main man, did he get so obsessed with the music in Psycho that he started having the artists play their instruments backwards to produce a chilling and unsettling effect that became the hallmark of the film? Is this real deal Holyfield, or is this Hollywood hoax, guys? This is real deal Holyfield. That's right. Alfred Hitchcock became obsessed with the music, the entry that he started having the artists play their instruments backwards, which gave this crazy effect, and you can hear it throughout the whole movie, guys. Yes, awesome. That was Hollywood hoax or real deal Holyfield, guys. First time, what did you guys think of that game? I thought it was fun. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I got to get the show on the road this morning, unfortunately. Life. Huh. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Join us back here at 420 where we're going to tackle the very first Universal monster movie, guys. That is right. We are talking The Hunchback of Notre Dame. That is right. Oh, no, or is it Phantom of the Opera? Which one's which? We're going to be talking both of them, guys, because Lynn Chaney, we're going to be talking about the great actor, his life, and his wife drinking acid on stage, all sorts of stuff, guys. Great story. We're going to get into that. Phantom of the Opera, Hunchback of Notre Dame, the first Universal monster movies, guys, even though they didn't know it at the time. All right, we're going to get out of here, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Man, remember to breathe in that positivity, exhale that negativity, guys. We're going to have a great day today. It's Monday. Let's go get it done, guys. Appreciate you. I'll see you at 420. Bunch of people in here today, guys. Nice. All right, guys, we will see you.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
See ya in the funny papers. Ha ha ha.